are a variety of papers for different purposes. I already had this beforehand, but you don't have to rush to anywhere else or outside to buy these. You can just simply use whatever paper you have at home. So let me make you go through it once. So these are the ones which are the thinnest one, which are you get these kinds in classmate drawing books and all, on like normal very standard sketchbooks. These are the ones which are these are from Blue Stroke Creative Hands, and these are of 200 GSM. So these are a little grained, which holds which has a good water absorbing capacity. And then these are the watercolor papers. This is watercolor paper. It's a little thick, you can see from the thickness of the sheet. It's around 250 GSM, and it is a little textured as well. I don't know if it's visible on the camera or not, but it's a little textured. And lastly, I have these acrylic sheets, which are the thickest ones. These are around 300 GSM per sheet. You can see how thick one sheet is. And so these are a little grained from one side and a little textured from the other side. So if you don't have any of these, you don't have to worry. You can just use whatever paper you have at home, like maybe the leftover pages from your notebooks, or like the ones you have taken notes in. So, and the other materials you need to have is, which are the essential ones, which you really need to have, is a pencil, is a eraser, a needle and a thread attached to it. You can use any kind of thread. I have used here Anchor embroidery thread. This is a set I have used a needle from. It's, I think, size 0, the needle. And then you have scissors, a compass. Now you can also use a pin board, those pins which are used for pin boards, and a scale for measurement. So let's get started with the stitching process. Now I'll first resize my paper, whatever the desired size I want the diary of. So there is a square sheet here. It's about 12 to 12 centimeters both sides. So I'll just fold it into half. So these are two halves. Now one has to also look how many sections do you want to use. Like here there are two separate sections, as you can see. So I'm keeping these two sections as two different sections. So I'll just fold this individually into halves again, and I'll just keep them folded. I won't cut it out. Now I have here are two pieces just like these two. And I'll show you the stitching part now. But before that, I think we have to make the holes. So what you need to do is you take this half and you measure this with a scale, like what is the total length of this part. So here it is 7.5. I'm keeping my holes at 1.5 centimeters here. It's a little wobbly. I don't have a tripod right now, so it's just like a bunch of books I have kept here to make a stand. So just please ignore all the shakings and all stuff. So what I'll do here, I'll start with 1, then here it is 1, 1.5, then 2.5 to 4, 4 to 5.5, and here to 7. Now you have to keep in mind that the number of holes here at 5, so you have to always keep the number of holes in odd numbers. Either it will be 3 or 5 or 7, so that when you start with one hole, it always ends up inside the pages to the last hole, through the last hole. Now, how to make the holes? So you keep the eraser here. You can already see a lot of holes here. So what I've done is I've kept the paper on the eraser so that it's easy to make the holes. I have taken this compass, and with the tip of it, I have made the holes. Here is 1. Here it's 2. Here it's 3. And the 4th one. And the 5th. So our holes are ready for this one, and in a sec I'll be showing both of these in the same manner. I'm here now with both the sections with the same number of holes. Now we'll start the stitching process finally. So before we start with the stitching process, I would like to mention that you also need to have a little bit hard base paper, like a cardstock or a little thick sheet than these sheets, so that when you stitch it together, it remains intact. Now, we have the holes here. What you need to do, you have to take this inside part and need to pass through from the inside of it to the first hole. Take it here. I'll just make a little knot again. So you have a knot here, and then you make it pass through from the outside to the next hole. Now you have seen there is a line here, but eventually this whole holes will be lined up with a line of thread at the end. You see the hole, you see the thread to be passed through the last hole towards outside. Now you have to make it pass through the last second hole. Repeat this process, and then you attach it with the first hole. So when you make this odd number of holes, your thread always passes towards the outside of it. Our first section is complete with the stitching. It's pretty stiff, you can see it, like none of the page is moving. Now you need to take the next section and keep it parallel with the holes of the first section. So you see all the holes are parallel to each other. What you do, you take it together, you hold it together, the middle sections of it, and make it pass through the first hole towards inside. You see, and then you pass through the outside of it, the second hole. Now you have the thread towards the outside. What you do, you make it pass through this threaded section and pass through the same hole again. So what you are doing it, you are stitching this side, the inner side, as well as the outer side in the same time. Make it pass through the next hole. Stitch it again, make it pass through the threaded sections and pass through this hole again. Repeat this process. We have reached our last hole. Now I am just keeping 2 sections for this sketchbook of mine, mini sketchbook of mine, but if you want to add more sections to make it a little thicker, the whole diary or your journal, you can just repeat the process with the upcoming sections. So here I am tying a knot. I'll just pass through this thread again. You can see this line towards the inner side is complete. You don't have to worry about the remaining if you don't see any other sections of thread here, because it will be anyways covered with the cardstock paper as a base. I'm just twisting from the threads again and again, and I'm keeping a knot. What you do is pass it through this section of thread and this hole, pass the needle through it, and you make a knot. I'll just cut it from here. No, I'll just keep it like this because I will attach it to this cardstock paper. Now we'll keep it aside for a minute where I resize my size of the cardstock paper. I'll fold it into half. I'll just keep the size once again for remeasurement. I'll keep this portion aside because I don't need this now. So you have seen this, there's a lines of paper which are coming out of this section of paper sections. So I'll just resize it so that it all becomes very clean to look. You can use a cutter as well I don't have one right now, so I'm using the scissor. So what you do is you keep all these remaining scrap outside. It's a very clean regular size. Now I need to take the measurement of this thickness, so that when you wrap this paper around it, it gives a very good support to it. So it's around half a centimeter. So what I'll do is I'll measure this whole section. This is around 13. So that means if my half portion has to come in between, it has to be then at 6.5 to 7. I'll keep here are the measurements. You can see with a little sparkle over here and here. So these are the 2 measurements. And what I'll do is I'll keep the scale over these 2 points and I'll just fold it. Give a fold here as well. So what you see is a little bit of elevation over here, so that when I keep this notebook inside, it provides a very good support. So I had made the sections from this cardstock paper of black color, but I'm switching over now to a white color cardstock paper, and so that it can cover my journal in size, as you can see. and I'll paint it afterwards. And I've made the same number of holes as the journal, so as to, and if you can see here, here is the total section of your thickness, and you have to make a hole in between of it, so that when you make it pass through, it remains to the middle section of this whole journal. I have my thread sticking outside. So what I'll do is I'll pass through. Here is the thread. I'll pass through the first hole of the cover. I'll pull it. I'll make it pass through this part, this hole, and when it's coming out, you can attach it with the threads. You can make it pass through the thread section of it, so that it becomes very stiff to join with. You make it pass through the hole, the same hole again. See, it's attached now. For the hole stitching, what you do is, now this thread is outside. You make it pass through the stitching, keep a knot here, secure it, stitch it again, keep a knot here, and then make it pass through this hole towards inside. Repeat the whole knot process. Make the knot. And it's secured now, so you can just cut off the remaining thread. And now here we are, it's completely stitched, not glued from anywhere, and it's just now your own little diary to sketch on. So I hope you like this video, and do comment down or remark or give your feedback on how I can make some changes in my coming videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, take care.